Greece was always a country which gave us good metal bands, from Sarissa to Marauder, from Innerwish to Dreamweaver. Yet they hardly ever made international fame. Today I want to look at another band who briefly caught some attention just to disappear into the underground again. Phantom Lord were founded in 1997 by guitarist Yannis Fiorentis and drummer Angelos Tsoukalas. They began as a cover band, playing songs by Maiden, Priest, Queensryche, Helloween, but quickly started writing their own material. In 1998, Vasilis Axiotis joined as a singer of the band. Yannis and Vasilis became the mainstayers in Phantom Lord, whereas other band members were changing over the years. Bass player Rick Melville completed the lineup for the debut album. In 1999, In Twilight World was released by Black Lotus Records, based in Athens. They sent me this promotional copy, so I was among the first to check out this band. You can do the same now.
When corruption runs the game, nothing's clear for you now. Imagine never demons are about to hit the rain. You try to reveal the scheme now. To fulfill, you now just pass. Blood on the soul, evasion and the quest. Everything you set your back to do to resist. You prove your weaknesses.
Phantom Lord might remain an underground band, but will be admired as much as several American bands. Their mixture of European influences, and a strong tendency towards old American speed metal, has got something special which many bands of today are lacking: good songwriting, a feeling for tempo changes, melodies without commercial tendencies, and especially a great singer.
They reminded me a lot of bands like Anvil, Accept, and others. The guys have talent, and I believe that if they continue this way, they will advance. Songs that I enjoyed a lot were Phantom Lord, See You in Hell, and Beheading the Night, even though all the songs of this album have a lot to say and offer, so listen to the whole album.
Phantom Lord consists of 4 very talented musicians that failed to create an album worth of their undisputed musical skills. All of the songs on the CD are well-played power metal, but they are completely uninspired, and lead to a pretty forgettable CD.
The roots of this band are in American power metal, but also influenced by European bands. Very rarely I listen to a debut album recently, which is so mature, and full of pleasure to play. Everything is matching, every song is a hit.
Phantom Lord had provided a good debut album which caught a lot of attention. I actually found more reviews for In Twilight World than any of the following records. Much of it sounds pretty raw, although in songs like Proven Innocence, when some keyboards are used for balance, you are getting a hint of what they would do later. But they needed to struggle and develop on the next record. Evil's Domain came out in the year 2000.
Phantom Lord belongs to the Greek scene, and after the very promising In Twilight World, they are back with a brand new heavy speed metal chapter, Evil's Domain. Reminding me of Liege Lord, Phantom Lord's music comes straight from the 80s. They should invest more money on the production, because their songs are great and deserve a much better sound. The guitarist and the solos are simply amazing. I cannot mention one particular song, as all songs are really good.
Damn it. Now I listened to Evil's Domain for about 20 times, but can't say who it reminds me of. It's not Metallica, although their Evergreen from Kill 'Em All provided the band name. With Rules of the Past, Everlasting Curse or Blood Money, Phantom Lord have a lot of neck-breaking tunes on their second album, which basically should please any US metal maniac.
Evil's Domain is my favorite Phantom Lord album. It offers more variety than the first album, and the album flow works very well. The fast Rules of the Past is followed by the more epic, atmospheric Evil's Domain. After the speedy riffing of Everlasting Curse, the more melodic Lost Grace slows down again. The ballad Unchained is followed by the speed metal attack of Born in Lust. It just never gets boring. On November 10th, 2000, Phantom Lord could play their biggest gig ever, being local support for Iron Maiden in Athens.
Factions, cold masters, a machine enough to divide your soul. Every day all your systems devour. Spirit heavens to just failure. Still prophets, still beat you. Always thinking, what did go wrong? Was it you that you held all the power? Spirit heavens to just failure.
Circle of the Wasted was released in 2002. The band now included Leonidas Petropoulos on bass, Ilias Karachalios on drums and Michalis Ligiaris on keyboards. Circle of the Wasted was the best produced album so far, sounding closer to many good progressive power metal bands. Yet they needed something to make you recognize their music, set them apart from the usual progressive metal style. The ballad Lust for Your Touch is a good attempt to do so because of the unusual whistle solo. My favorite tracks are Inferno and Cyber Heartbeat because they maintain the metal energy of earlier albums while adding a more sophisticated edge. After 3 records on Black Lotus, the 4th and final album Imperial Fall came out on a different label, Sleazy Rider Records, in 2005. Sleazy Rider had a good promoter in Germany, Gordion Music Berlin, who arranged interviews with several Greek bands for me at the time. I don't remember why I didn't use the opportunity to talk to Phantom Lord as well. With hindsight, it would have been the perfect time to sum up their career. However, in 2005 there were many more good releases by other bands, so that Imperial Fall went by a bit unnoticed. It's my least favorite album from the 4 because there's not as much improvement from the 3rd album to the 4th as there had been between the others. They are too often using those female backing vocals. Sometimes they try to be a bit more classical, sometimes futuristic, but it somehow doesn't make a round album. Still, there are a few good songs like Timeline and Black Horizon, which you could check out. Phantom Lord had been joined by Zoe on keyboards and Lambros on drums. There was an official video for the title track. The band stopped after this record. Probably they felt they were not getting the success they had hoped for. Nevertheless, especially the earlier albums are still a joy to play in 2021, and you can pick a lot worse if you're looking for European underground power metal. Check out Evil's Domain, for example, and see you next time.